Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So as the half-yearly exams are nearby, so what you will do is from today onwards I'll start few videos based upon the first few chapters of maths as well as science. And science I'll cover biology, chemistry and physics as well. Okay, so let's start with maths today. And for the maths revision, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the sample paper questions which are been released recently. So we'll cover those questions along with the concepts related to it. Okay, so let's start with the real numbers chapter. So for real numbers chapter in sample paper I got 4 questions, 3 MCQ questions and 1 3 marks questions. So we'll cover those 4 questions in this video. So the first one, if a is equal to 2 square into 3 power x, b is 2 square into 3, c is 2 square into 3 into 7, they're saying that LCM of ABC is 3780, then x value is equal to. So to find LCM or HCF using prime factorization method, what you have to do, first we'll discuss. So the prime factorization method is very easy. Just we have to write any composite number in terms of the multiples of its prime factors, because that's a fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What it will say, any composite number can be written as product of its prime factors. Okay, so here they already mentioned in product of prime factors. So they're saying that a value is 2 square into 3 power x, b value is 2 square into 3 into 5, whereas c value is 2 square into 3 into 7. So what is the method to form LCM or HCF using prime factorization method? I will write both and then we'll solve this question. For LCM, we have to consider the highest power multiples, whereas for HCF, we have to consider the least multiple least multiple of these numbers, common factors. Okay, so for LCM, I will write LCM is the highest. So what is highest of 2? Highest of 2 is 2 square. Highest of 3, here it is 1 1, we don't know the x value, so we assume that x value is greater than 1. Okay, let's assume it. So I'll just write 3 power x as the highest 3. What about 5? We have only 1, so I will just write 5 power 1, and 7 I will write it as 7 power 1. So this will be LCM. The same question if they ask about HCF, then you have to consider the least and also it should be the common. So least of 2 square is 2 square. So least of 3 is here I haven't mentioned 3 power x, so let's assume it can be 0 also. So for that case I'm just assuming 3 power x might be the least value. Okay, what about 5? Here we don't have 5, so no need for 5 power 0, no need for 7 power 0. So this will be HCF in this case if they asked about you using HCF question. Okay, I'm repeating again, for LCM you have to consider the highest power of each prime factors, whereas HCF you have to consider the least power of each prime factor. Okay, for this question this is LCM and we need to find 3 power x, that is x value. Okay, let's solve it. So what they have mentioned, the LCM value is 3780. Okay, so 2 square into 3 power x into 5 into 7 is equal to 3780. Okay, let's divide with each. Let's divide with 5 first. 5 7s are 35, 28, 5 5s are 25, 30, 5 6 are 30. Okay, let's divide by 7. 7 1s are 7, 7 56, so 708. Okay, now let's divide by 4 because 2 square is 4. So 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 28. So 3 power x, I got the value as 27. So 27 I can also write it as 3 square, sorry 3 cube, because 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, hence I can say the x value is nothing but 3. So the option is C. Okay, so this is very easy question. Let's move to the next one. This is 10th question, 10th MCQ. This also belongs to real numbers chapter. What they're saying here, sum of two numbers is, okay, they're saying that sum of two numbers, let's suppose a plus b is equal to 1215. Okay, and the HCF is 81. So they're saying that highest common factors or highest common factor of two numbers is 81. Okay, then the possible pairs of such numbers. So I can write a value as 81x and b value as 81y. Okay, so this x and y are coprimes. Coprimes in sense that does not have any common factor. This is very important. No common factor, I can say, or no any common factor. So why? Because in this question also, if I notice, HCF what I have mentioned, it is the highest common factor for these two. So the rest remaining, for this case, if I say 2 square into 3 power x is HCF, then here a, if I multiple into 1, I will get a value, into 5 I will get b value, into 7 I will get c value. But if you notice, these are coprimes, it does not have any common factor. Okay, so that's why I can assume a is equal to 81x and b is 81y, where x and y are coprimes since they does not have any common factor. Okay, now what is the sum is 1215. So 81x plus 81y is equal to 1215. So x plus y I can say is equal to 1215 by 81. So let's divide by 9. 9 9s are 81. 9 1s are 9. 31. 9 3s are 27. 45. 9 5s are 45. Again by 9. 9 1s are 9. 9 1s, then 9 5s are 45. So x plus y value I got it as 15. So what I have mentioned, x plus y, x and y are coprimes which does not have any common factor. So let's write all the natural numbers one by one and let's see how many values are possible for x and y. So the first natural number is 1. So 1, if I add 14, 1 and 14 are coprimes, so this is possible. Next 2 and 13, these are also coprimes. Next 3 and 12, this does not belongs to coprimes. Why? Because 12 also has a factor of 3. Next 4 and 11, yes, this is possible. 4 and 11 does not have common factors. Next 5 and 10, this will not happen because 10 has a factor of 5. Next 6 and 9, this is also not possible because 6 and 9 are having a common factor of 3. Next 7 and 8, this is possible because 7 and 8 does not have any common factor. And then it is repeating because it again starts with 8 and 7 and so on. So what are the possible numbers? 114, 213, 411 and 78. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 is the right answer. So what are the numbers? Numbers are 81 into 1, 81 into 14, 81 into 2, 81 into 13, 81 into 4, 81 into 11, 81 into 7, 81 into 8. Okay, so these are the possible cases. Okay, hope you got it. So I just found what are the possible cases of x and y. So simply because 81 into that number or 81 into other number will give me the sum of 1 to 1. So always mention which are not coprimes. Okay, sorry, which are coprimes which does not have a common factor. 3 and 12 has a common factor, it does not include it. 5 and 10 cannot possible, and 6 and 9 also cannot possible because this has a common factor of 3, this has a common factor of 5, and this has a common factor of, sorry, this, where is this? Yeah, this has a common factor of 3. Okay, so let's move to the next one, 19th question. So this is belongs to assertion reason question. So we have 4 options, assertion and reason. A is assertion is true and the reason is also true and correct explanation. B, assertion is true, reason is true but does not have it is not a correct explanation. C, A is true, R is false, and D, A is false, R is true. Okay, let's see it belongs to which one. Assertion, the number 5 power n cannot end with digit 0 where n is a natural number. Yes, this is true. Why? Because every number 2 ends with 0, it should have at least it should have at least 1, 2 and 5 as a factor. So let's see the reason what they are saying. The number ends with 0, its prime factorization contains both 2 and 5. Yes, this is also correct. As assertion is correct and reason is exactly related to this one, I will say the answer is A, where A is true, R is true, and R is correct explanation of A. So let's move to the last question for today. So this is a 3 marks question, and I will also explain at which step how many marks are attained. Okay, so in the workshop they're saying the number of teachers of English, Hindi and Science are 36, 60 and 84 respectively. So respective means it will like this: English is 36, Hindi is 60 and Science is 84. Find the minimum number of rooms required if in each room the same number of teachers are to be seated and all of them being of the same subject. Okay, and repeating the step again, what they are saying: in a workshop the number of teachers of English, Hindi and Science are, we got 36, 60 and 84 respectively. Find the minimum number of rooms required. We need to find the rooms. Number of rooms. If in each room same number of teachers are to be seated and all of them should be of the same object, same subject. Okay, so for this minimum number of rooms type of questions or minimum number, always go for HCF first. Okay, to find HCF I will use prime factorization method. 36, I will write it as 2 into 2 into 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36, and for 60 it is 2 into 2 into 2, 4 4 3s 12, no, let's write in this way: 2 into 30, 2 into 15, so it is 3 into 5. Same way for 84, it is 2 into 2, 4, 4 2s are 8, no, 2 into 4, 4 and 12, 12 7s are 84, 3 into 7. Okay, so what is HCF? HCF I told you, highest common, I mean least common. So here 2 square is common in all three, so HCF is 2 square into, which is common again, we have 3 as common, so the HCF value is 12. So the till here you will attain 1.5 mark. Okay, to find till HCF. So as this is 3 marks question, in CBSE marking, it's not like the final answer will attain the whole marks 3 marks. Every step will contain some specific marking. Okay, so for this question, to find HCF, if you find till HCF, you will get definitely 1.5 mark. Okay, the next step, to find the minimum number of rooms required, what you have to do is we have to divide each number of students with this HCF and then we have to add it. Okay, so next step is number of rooms required to get number of rooms required. What I have told you, we have to divide each number with HCF. So it is 36 by 12 plus 60 by 12 plus 84 by 12, and this step you will get 1 mark. Okay, the final answer will get only half mark. So 12 3s are 36, 12 5s are 60 and 12 7s are 84. So the final answer is 15, and this carries half mark. Okay, so if you follow all these steps, you will get 3 marks for this question, where HCF, as I told you, it is carrying 1.5 mark, and number of rooms required, you have to just divide each subject with the HCF value, which is 36 by 12 plus 60 by 12 plus 84 by 12, and it becomes 3 plus 5 plus 1, which is 15. Okay, so if they ask you like for only for one subject or specific to English, then it will be 36 by 12, specific to Science it will be 60 by 12, specific to the other subject it will be 84 by 12. You can ask in that way also. Okay, so in this way all the questions related to the first chapter, which is real numbers, from sample question paper have been solved. In the next video we'll start with the second chapter and we'll cover those questions which are discussed in the sample paper. Okay, and the same way I'll also explain what is the marking standards for 2, 3 and 4 marks questions, at which step how many marks have been assigned and how many marks they are going to give you. Okay, so thanks for watching. Let's meet in the next video for chapter 2. chapter 2 questions. Mostly today or by tomorrow we'll get this video. Thank you.